Guys, what's going on? It's got Swench, prep files. It's a bit of a different one, to be fair. It's 20 to 12 on the night. It's Wednesday night. I've just got back, well, I got back about an hour ago from the gym. I had a push session. My last cardio, which was a graft, absolute graft today, but Troy stayed with me all the way to the end, so got that done. Got back home, got my last meal in, which was just some egg whites and some turkey. I've just had a bath and now I'm ready to hit the sack, ready for the morning. Tomorrow is my last depletion workout, which will be first thing in the morning. Same again, Troy is meeting me at the gym at 6 so we can get that done. Followed by my last cardio session. I've got a massage booked straight after. And then, more importantly, it's time to put some carbs in. I've been zero carbs since, well, for the last 5 days now. Still not really too flat, which is, I don't know whether it's a good or bad thing yet. We'll find out as we start putting carbs in. But I'm 8 liters down at the moment, so very bloated. But it's all part of the process. But I just wanted to start the video tonight just to start this whole 4 days, because like I said, it's all leading up to the show now, and I'm going to keep you guys with me, try and film every single day, showing you all the prep, all the little things that go on behind the scenes, how I'm feeling, whatnot, and then obviously show day and the result at the end. So I'm going to get to bed. Like I said, we're up at 6 a.m. for this workout. Hopefully you guys join with me, hopefully you guys join me for the journey, and I'll see you in the morning. Swench gang to the world. Good morning, people. So, like I started this video last night actually. So, like I said, we're here. It's Thursday morning. The time is, what time is that? 6:30. 25 past 6. It's ironic because in all of the videos I bang on about lads being late, and this morning I was late. I set my alarm for 5:30, overslept, slept through it. Next thing it was like 5 to 6, and I had the keys for the gym, so flew up here, a couple people waiting, but long story short, we're here, everyone's in, Troy's here, he's come to train me, exactly like last year. 6 o'clock in the morning, Troy and Katie both came, put me through this depletion workout. Same way we all do for each other. Troy did it with Theo this year, and I've done it before, so you already know how we all work together anyway. So yeah, nothing crazy. Depletion workout, we've been depleting down for the last week. Carbs have been on 0 since Monday, and then just like 50 gram on training days before that anyway, so really low. We was talking about it last night. I feel like I'm not as depleted as I could be. Normally, I don't know whether it's hard during peak week because you overthink everything. I'm loading a lot of water, so you overthink everything. And I think, oh, I'm still too full. I should be flatter because I need to carb up, all sorts of things. But that's what I've got Troy here for, and that's what I've got Carl at Colesdale we're going to go see later, just to see where we're at. But my food's ready for today anyway. As far as the carb up, which I'll go in later. I'm going to do this depletion workout, take some progress pictures. I got my trunks with me. And just assess everything and see where we are from there. Weighed in this morning at 15:11, so that hasn't budged in like a day or two. But I know I still need to go to the toilet, and like I said, I was water loading right up until I went to bed last night. So I did 9 litres yesterday. So I reckon I'm probably about at least another pound lighter than that. But yeah, I'll go into more detail and everything when we got time. Right now I've got to get this session and get my cardio in, and then I've got a massage booked. I'm by myself today, apart from, well, I'm with Troy for a little bit, but other than that, by myself, so I'm going to try and film as much as I can. But I haven't vlogged by myself in ages, so see what I can put together. I've got Joe with us, who's also part of Team CN. Carl's been prepping him. I was speaking to him the other day, so I said, look, we're doing the depletion Thursday. He was as well, so I said you may as well join us, let's get it done together. And yeah. Other than that, anyone that hasn't seen a depletion workout before, actually I'll talk about that after. And other than that, yeah, we're going to get started. About 3 exercises, every muscle group, nothing crazy weight-wise, just squeezes, a little bit of volume, try and get this last bit of glycogen out, and then today, touch wood, we can start getting the carbs in. So.
Back in the kitchen again. I went from the boy in the corner, now I'm the man at the ends. If my brothers go beef, I'ma jump in the ride and I'll ride to the end. When I whip in the kitchen, you know I be whipping the pain. Remember the days I was broke, I ain't trying to go through it again. I went from the boy in the corner, now I'm the man at the ends. If my brothers go beef, I'ma jump in the ride and I'll ride to the end. When I whip in the kitchen, you know I be whipping the pain. Remember the days I was broke, I ain't trying to go through it again.
It's so depleted. Like it's like I can feel the fatigue and the soreness like when you're getting through your reps. But that pump is just non-existent. Like non-existent whatsoever. But that's a good side. Like you hear people say it. The worse you feel at this point now, 9 times out of 10 means you're in a good place. Like worse in the sense of, like I said, flat muscles, being depleted, being tired. Because then once we carb up, like from today now, touch wood, once I go check in and just make sure we're at the right point. The training will be finished, cardio will be finished. It's literally a case of do as little as possible and eat everything we need to, and just let your body just recover, rest, all your muscles separate, everything. So it's all part of the process.
Hey, I ain't tryna go through this again. I run out of both, I hit up the plug like hello my friend. The last thing was proper, I want nothing different. Just fly me a pigeon, I'm back in the kitchen, I'm serving them chickens. Cruise on a mission, I'm working with digits, I'm earning them figures. Studio time, but I ain't learning no lyrics. Plugs on the Jordan, I'm burning them bridges. Plugs on the Jordan, I'm burning them bridges. I learned this in business, I ain't for no gimmicks. I ain't got no wishes, I'm doing my dishes. Just throw me a pack, get me back in the kitchen. Man at the ends, now I'm back in the kitchen again. I went from the boy in the corner, now I'm the man at the ends. If my brothers go beef, I'ma jump in the ride and I'll ride to the end. When I whip in the kitchen, you know I be whipping the pain. Remember the
so long. Carbs. What I'm thinking about is carbs. I got 100 gram of oats and some whey and a banana. Fire. Can't wait. Can't wait. Wasn't depleted enough, but I still feel full. You know what I was thinking as well? I was thinking I probably feel different because I got a bit more mass than last year. Look, maybe that was it.
Oh yeah, big man, yeah.
I felt a lot flatter and smaller before we started carving up. And yesterday, trained a bit. Same again, didn't get a massive pump, but I felt full. So I was just half thinking, right, do I need another day depletion? But now doing this now, I'm not getting any pump whatsoever, so that's a good indicator. And then trying to think the reason why I feel a bit fuller, and it may just be to that I'm a good 5-6 pounds heavier, which is muscle tissue, so I'm gonna have a different look even in a depleted state. I think anyway, that's my theory behind it.
The days I was broke, I ain't tryna go through it again. I went from the boy in the corner, now I'm the man at the ends. If my brothers go beef, I'ma jump in the ride and I'll ride to the end. When I whip in the kitchen, you know I be whipping the pain. Remember the days I was broke, I ain't tryna go through it again. Boy in the corner, I came out of nothing, never came out of riches. Had the ball of the length, the skill and ambitions. Can't be laid back.
Man, it's like you can feel the burn of everything, but no problem whatsoever. But that's it now, we're gonna go tries, buys. Like I said, the workout is nothing crazy at all. It's just getting that last bit of glycogen out. But we've been doing this all week. And obviously as you get through the week, energy, strength goes down, down, down. So at this point now, it's just about squeezing shit out of everything. And then just, like I said, priming the body, ready for them carbs. Gonna hit some buys, tries, whack my chunks on, take a couple of progress pictures for my coach. And just for general, what's the word? Just for my own files, or whatever. Prep files, eh? And then we're done.
Again. Boy in the corner, I came out of nothing, never came out of riches. Had the ball of the length, the skill and ambitions. Can't be laid back, gotta hit them corners, hella shots I ain't missing. A wise man said to me, my nigga, just doing no kipping. Just doing no kipping. 10 toes, I ain't doing no ticking. Trap line kicking, wrist stays flicking, that length starts kicking. Now I'm meeting with cheaters, I'm meeting with lepers. I ain't serving no more kittens. Came up from movies, racks up open, just back in the kitchen again. I went from the boy in the corner, now I'm the man at the ends. If my brothers go beef, I'ma jump in the ride and I'll ride to the end. When I whip in the kitchen, you know I be whipping the pain. Remember the days I was broke, I ain't tryna go through it again. I went from the boy in the corner, now I'm the man at the ends. If my brothers go beef, I'ma jump in the ride and I'll ride to the end. When I whip in the kitchen, you know I be whipping the pain. Remember the days I was broke, I ain't tryna go through it again.
Depletion workout is done. Right now I'm about to make my way down to Ultimate Fitness in town, which is about 15 minutes from me, depending on traffic. Basically, I'm so sick of this car. Depletion workout done. As you can see, nothing special at all. Like I said, if you followed the last series, you'll see the same thing. The depletion workout is literally just to get that last bit of glycogen out, last bit of energy, and just prep my body ready for the influx of carbs that we're about to put in there. But before we do that, I want to make sure my body is even more ready. So I'm still fasted. I'm heading over to Ultimate now to get this massage. Nothing deep tissue or too heavy, because obviously I don't want to beat my body up anymore. It's more about relaxing it, trying to bring out some separation and get some water out from under the skin. So I'll get Lisa to explain a little bit more about what the process is about once I get there. So I've got that booked in for 8, and then I need to come back, do my cardio. I did want to do my cardio beforehand, but obviously I woke up a little bit late, got here a little bit late, but it is what it is. And then I can start eating. I'm absolutely starving, but I woke up a lot tighter, drier this morning. And once again, if you follow the series, you'll know how I dry out and fill out and carb up in the last few days coming up to the show. So I'm in a much better place. I'm bigger, leaner, better condition than I ever have been at this point. So as long as the rest of it goes all right, then we're on to a winner. So yeah, I'm going to be late, so I'm going to get down to Ultimate and get massaged. What's the massage called again?
Lymphatic drainage.
So it's lymphatic drainage, which, can you explain for it what it is?
It's like you lift the skin off from the muscles and you allow all the water to drain off, so it drains off much quicker.
Perfect. So that, along with, obviously I've been water loading this week. Been water loading, and then I'll start carbing up after this now. So it's the whole process coming up to Sunday. So we should dial it in and be ready to go. So I'm gonna get this done, and then we can finally eat.
I've got your present. We're doing so well in the show. I think it's a oh no, it's a Rolls. I thought it was a Chrysler, but I've got a Rolls Royce by accident.
That's a nice little run around.
Yeah, it'll do for like, I think the weekends and that, you know, go out of town trips.
Yeah.
I just thought we'd get one for the out of town trips.
Mad.
I've got it in the Matu grey. And then I'll open this way.
Fucked it. So obviously we just come back from that from my massage. I couldn't film any of it because Troy wanted to work instead of not earning money and help me. Yeah, got the massage done. Like I said, main thing was to just help flush the water out, loosen up my delts a little bit, which will help with posing. So shout out.
Yeah, they feel loose now.
Loose, yeah.
They feel loose.
Yeah, so shout out to Lisa, hooked me up, and now for fucking finally I can eat. So what we got? First meal is 100 grams of oats, and I'm gonna do 2 scoops of this whey isolate.
What flavour is that?
This is chocolate peanut butter flavour whey isolate. This is diamantized. Taste is banging. I always say, save me through prep this as, because taste is unreal, and obviously because it's isolate, it's like 0.8 grams of carbs per serving. Just pure, good, high quality protein. You pay a little bit more for it, but I think when it comes to whey and supplements in general, you obviously pay for what you get, so definitely always go with quality. But yeah, so what I'm gonna do is make this up real quick. It's my first carb meal. Start this carb up. We're gonna head up to Coastal Nutrition, and I'll give you a little update on the way up there because we need to get off. So we'll make this, we'll jump in the car, and then I'll let you guys know what the plan is for the rest of the day.
As long as you're good on social
It's about it's about what you hear, the social media, the content. There's thousands of bodybuilders, there's thousands of pro bodybuilders that make no money whatsoever.
Yeah,
so it makes no sense.
He's had 4 spoonfuls of oats and he can get a sentence out now.
No, I feel like before, just knowing that I was going to have carbs,
Feel good now.
that made me feel better, so let alone eating them. I feel amazing. And that massage,
Got a smile on his face now for the first time in about fucking 10 weeks.
I've been like a zombie, people, I'm telling you.
Whack!
I need to off the floor. I would get on my knees and I would lick it off the floor, no gas. Right, here we go.
Yeah, let's go.
What's going on, guys? Welcome back. We're 4 days out. Obviously, I'm in a rush. I gotta get off to Coastal, check in with the coach. Last video, told you guys, obviously, I'm gonna upgrade. I need to upgrade. Swench my bills done and dusted. So, thought I'd show you guys the new whip. See what you think. And yeah, we'll see you up at Coastal. Alright, so en route to Coastal. Like I mentioned before, obviously prep wise, me and Troy obviously do a lot ourselves, but we still go back and forth with Carl at Coastal, because it's always just good to have that second opinion and just work together to make sure, you know, we dial it in right. I've worked with Carl since the start. Obviously me and Troy have worked together since the start, so between the three of us it's good to just work out what we need to do. But Troy mentioned it in the video before, obviously my whole carb up and depletion is pretty basic. So like I was saying earlier, last night after training and cardio, I wasn't sure whether I needed another day of depletion, but waking up this morning nice and dry. My weight was 15.8 3/4, which is my lowest weigh-in. So I think the water loading throughout the week has been what's been making my water fluctuate. So all in all, we're at the perfect place, exactly where I want to be. I tend to really carb up well and I tend to dry out well, and even better, I've got nothing planned from today through to show day. No clients, nothing. I've kept everything free. So my job and my responsibilities for the next 3 days are to pose, to eat and to rest, and literally that's it. So bare Netflix and chill.
Katie back.
Nah, she's back on
The time that well, didn't she?
yeah. To be fair, she's screwing, to be fair, she loves it. She likes doing everything and being involved, but she yeah, she's screwing, but she's back Friday morning.
When's she back?
Friday morning. So she's there for the weekend and that. But Chelsea's been sorting my food and everything. To be fair, it's half been nice because I ain't been in good company anyway, so I've just been home and just do. I don't even put the telly on. I just get home, was lying on the sofa with the dog and just on my phone for hours, doing nothing. So it's probably for the best. I reckon late, man.
Late?
Yeah, because even if I'm second to last on, so even if they're on time, it starts at 12, till about 5, 6. So even if they're running bang on time, it would probably be like 4:30, 5, but they're not going to be on time.
You're going to be on about 6, 7 o'clock.
Yeah.
6, 7 o'clock. Same for 6.
Yeah, I reckon about then.
Your legs are looking better anyway. Your legs are looking better than last week. More vascular.
Yeah. So I just had that massage as well.
Oh, that's done wonders then, isn't it?
Yeah, but it's just from the back, they're not as tight. But
Get the water out, yeah.
Yeah.
You look loads better from this morning.
Does that?
Loads tighter.
Yeah, I said that's 2 litres of water in, my first meal in as well.
Chin up, good. Yeah, nice. Good. Squeeze your glutes, yeah? Yeah. Wicked. Yeah, because this morning you had, this was like all,
Yeah,
I know you did a backdoor boy, but that won't be, man. Come Sunday.
Well, when I get a pump in it.
Yeah, when you're doing that,
yeah. When I'm training, I just stand there like that and there's nothing's tight.
on Sunday we'll pump the life out of his back, yeah.
Yeah.
Nice, bro. Awesome.
Yeah.
Everyone's going through it now. Nice. Wicked. Good, mate. It's just that last little bit.
Just on his glutes, isn't it? That's it.
Yeah.
That's it.
From my glute to my hand.
He had lower back like 2 days ago a little bit, but that's gone now.
Yeah.
It's just your glutes.
As in the morning, like first thing when I wake up, I just make fan in the morning, you can just see everything.
But hopefully we pull the water out.
Yeah, I think it will, yeah, it will.
I feel good.
Well done, man. Wicked, bro.
Done?
Right there. Came up, when did we get back from my beat for June? And we was a bit worried about, Carl was worried, innit? That was behind. But we pulled it back. So
That's it.
anyone that wants to join the team, Team CN, get involved.
Do most muscular. What most muscular do you prefer?
I normally just do that one.
Yeah, that one does look sick.
Because anyone else, I sort of lose anything. I can't really go there because I'll come forward.
Yeah.
And then that one, I just think looks shit.
Do it. No, don't look shit.
Well, the last time I did, I went there, hit it, and then went into that one.
Yeah.
And hit both of them.
Good.
So we just got to work on my routine. I'm going to do my routine over the weekend. And then that's it.
Awesome.
So wherever Troy goes, he just gets sweets and chocolate. Pretty much, isn't it? If only we could all do that. And let's show him see abs. You can't even see him. Turn to the light. If only we was all like that, eh? So I'm prepping for, obviously as I'm prepping for my show, I've cut down my clients for the last few days, apart from Vic, because we're getting ready for a show 10 weeks out.
10 weeks out.
10 weeks out is already coming in.
We're almost there.
Already coming in loads.
Got a long way to go though, but...
And any of the sick cards you see in my pictures is because of this guy here. I'm just gassing for the Instagram days.
Wait for the new one to come.
Trust me, new ones
Put that on.
soon, lad. Watch my pictures. But yeah, 10 weeks out, and Vic is the owner of the farmhouse in Coventry, so...
Anytime, come down, I'll look after you.
Exactly. I've just got home. That's because I had Vic in, just my one client. Like I said, I'm prepping him for a show. He has a session every single day, so one session a day is not going to kill me like during this time of prep. So after, obviously, I plan to go into Carl's, train Vic. Now I'm back home and I'm literally done for the day now. Anyone that's prepping will know that, just get better, right? Anyone that's prepping will obviously know the last few days you want to be doing as little as possible. So I've done all the work. I've stopped training and cardio now. This morning was my last session. So it's just a case of letting the carbs fill me back up, letting my muscles get filled with glycogen, and just staying off my feet, resting, all that. Remember these hours and hours of cardio I've been doing on the Stairmaster, really batter your legs, leave them inflamed. So I just want to get my feet up as much as I can. Basically do as little as possible. So luckily this year and this time round, because I work for myself and I've got the flexibility, I can still work from home as far as my online clients. I've just not booked any PT clients in. So I'm back home, I can just concentrate on eating, sleeping, chilling, Netflix and chill, catch up with my Vikings series. I've literally, anyone else from the same, like if you have to do a lot of cardio like me on prep, literally run out of videos to watch. So I've done YouTube, I've done Netflix, so I'm back onto Vikings, because I did start watching that but I never got around to finishing it. So yeah, we're back home. Lenny's in trouble. I've locked him outside. He's waiting to come in. Because I've come in and he's ripped all this up, and do you know what was in here? Luckily, it was my posing trunks, but luckily he hasn't ripped them, he's just ripped the packet open. So I've had to tell him off and lock him outside, but he hasn't actually damaged them, which is good. But yeah, this is what I'm going with, guys. I went a little bit fancy. Well, it's not fancy, but for me this is fancy. And this is what bodybuilding will have you doing. Picking out what pants you want to wear, some sexy things. So I've gone with the black velvet black velvet with the dark, deep red crystals, or the exact opposite, red velvet, and it goes from like deep red crystals to black. So I don't know which one I'm gonna wear. Comment below, let me know which pair you think are better. Black with red diamonds, red with black diamonds. And I'm gonna let Lenny in now, because his punishment's been enough. Come on then. You're gonna apologise? Are you gonna apologise? Huh? Are you gonna apologise? Len? Alright, I'll take that as a yes. Right, so food setup for today is real simple. I have to excuse the noise, it's the washing machine. But yeah, so as I've said loads of times, my carb up, my depletion, everything real simple. So I've been 0 carb for the last 5 days. Depletion this morning, cardio this morning, and now we start carbing up. So my first meal was 100 gram of oats with 2 scoops of whey. That's like 60 gram of carbs, just 45 gram of protein. Like I said, ISO whey, this is the one I use, diamatized. I'm not sponsored, I'm not nothing to do with it, but this is my favorite flavor, and it mixes well, and it just tastes unreal, especially on prep. So that's meal 1. Then my next 4 meals are real simple, nice and plain. I'm just doing white rice. I always find when you're carbing up, you don't want to go crazy. You want to eat the foods that you know you can digest well. So I've had rice all the way through prep, so I'm going to stick with that. So what we've got is, I've got 4 meals with white rice, all with, this is all fish in here, all with cod. So it's about 150 gram of cod per meal and 120 grams of rice per meal. And then my last meal will be some ground rice, which will be, I've worked it all out, it's about 80 grams. I've got just some plain rice cakes. I'll go with these lightly salted corn cakes. They're a bit lower in carbs and personally taste a lot better. And then that's my food for today. Water loading. The shittest thing about this, I hate water loading, only because I just hate drinking water, and I'm not really a thirsty guy. I could go all day without drinking. So today I'm doing 10 litres. I do 2 of these 3 times a day, which is 1,000 meg of vitamin C. And I'm also using MHP Expel, which is basically like H2O it removes the water out. So basically I'm getting my body into the function of putting all the water in, flushing all the water out. So eventually when I cut my water towards, well, I won't cut it completely, I'll go more into that as we get closer to it. But once I cut my water down, my body will still be in that motion of flushing the water out, and then with the carbs filling me up. In essence, that's what it's all about. The carbs are gonna fill out my muscles. The water depletion is gonna tighten my skin and then dry me out, and then Sunday, fucking God willing, we wake up tight, dry, full, everything. But there's a few more little tweaks we do over the weekend, but like I said, I'm gonna film every day, and and keep you guys with me, so hopefully you enjoy the journey. Sit down, sit. Every time I put a camera in, we get the box now. So anyway, I've been going through a little trainer shopping phase. Got these 98s. Don't know how I feel about them. What are we saying, people? Actually, they're quite hard, innit? They're quite hard. I'm going Ibiza on Wednesday, so these will do. Nice and fresh. Like I said, you already know, anyone that's followed me for a time, I'm sliders 24/7. Bought a couple pairs recently. I have to say, I think these are my favorite. They're just a little bit bulky. Let me know what you think, people. Yeah, fuck knows. But I'm just trying to keep up with Troy. You know how he is. Hold tight, Chelsea, because not only has she sorted all my meals out, power couple, and she bought me down this Matador as well, which I'm going to use for my carbs. So hold tight, Chelsea.
Didn't you get it off you? Well, what I think we should do is, obviously we haven't really got any space to do like a routine, or any space where it's quiet. So we'll go through the poses individually. When we teach people as well, we do it pose by pose. I mean, teach individual poses, then you teach a transition. So if we just focus on
What poses to hit?
What pose to hit for your routine, get that nailed so you feel comfortable. Tomorrow, when it's nice and quiet, put the music on and go through it and see what transitions you put in yourself.
Yeah.
And see if you naturally flow into it rather than throwing more shit again. You're like, oh, you gotta think about it more, aren't you?
Yeah.
Isn't it?
I'm saying my time is now. If I'm in it for a penny, then I'm in it for a pound. Work rate goes up and it won't go down. I'm saying my time is now, my time is now. If I'm in it for a penny, then I'm in it for a pound. Work rate goes up and it won't go down. I'm saying my time is now, my time is now. Cause my things pattern up, my things patterned up different. I ain't like them and they ain't like me. My things patterned up different. I ain't like them and they ain't like me. We set things not set we. Separate from the internet cheese. Different type of intellect we. Don't want a penny what them man do. No joke man, they can't take man for meme. Myself at anywhere at any time. The boy can't reconfigurate me. Style upon style, man I got style upon style. Man they can't style on me. Direct to indirect, no fake bad boy can intimidate me. A man can't upset my settings. I live in my life with next type of takers. I work the poet man separate. Man flex and finesse then I exit. If I'm in it for a penny then I'm in it for a pound. Work rate goes up and it won't go down. I'm saying my time is now, my time is now. If I'm in it for a penny then I'm in it for a pound. Work rate goes up and it won't go down. I'm saying my time is now, my time is now. My things patterned up different. I ain't like them and they ain't like me. My things patterned up different. I ain't like them and they ain't like me. Them man are on some default settings. Us man are global.
I'm making my last meal, which I've been looking forward to all day. This is basically ground rice, yeah, 60 gram, and I've got some of that white isolate in there, which is chocolate peanut butter. Now, I just lost the spoon in there. Oh my god. Alright, I just lost the spoon in there. I was saying, well, I lost that fucking spoon in there, which is a pain in the ass. Yeah, so this is 60 gram of ground rice, and that's literally ground rice and then 1.5 scoops of whey. Isolate, I always use isolate just to make sure it's the best quality. It's like 0.88 gram of carbs per serving. Now I get hundreds and hundreds of messages on how to cook it because it is really awkward if you've never used it before. And the tip is you got to keep taking it in and out of the microwave. So this is going to go back in. As you can see, it's a bit runny, but this is where people go wrong. So get it to the consistency they want, but then by the time they've mixed it up and whatever, it gets thick and it's all cloggy. So the key is to keep it a little bit runny, take it out, stir it, and then it will gradually thicken up. Like I said, it cooks, it still cooks. So also, if you're using different microwaves, then obviously you got to take that into account as well. So this is the texture I'm going for. A little bit watery, a little bit sloppy, but like I said, I'm gonna mix that up, keep mixing it, and it will get slightly thicker. And then it's literally, if you've got the right whey, that's why I always recommend diamatized ISO whey. It's like a dessert, and all that's in there is 50 gram of carbs and 30 gram of protein. And this is my last meal for bed. So I've hit about 550 carbs today. And what I'll also do in here is add a little bit of coconut oil for some healthy fats. Yeah, just your regular coconut oil. 5 gram, nothing special. I roughly know what that is because I've been weighing it out. So whack that in there. 1, gives you your healthy fats, and number 2, it makes it taste even better. So I've used this with loads of flavors, so you can do it anyone really, but we'll mix that up, and then it leaves you with this. Trust me, this is the one. I tend to normally have it pre-workout, but I've had all my fish and rice meals, so I wanted something high in carb, easily digestible, with some protein that will get me through the night, and this is it. So I'm gonna get that in and then I'm gonna wrap this video up because I did go back to the gym and do some posing, round up this video, and then ready for tomorrow. Like I said, I film it every day.